Hey guys, DJ Jack back when you're here real quick for another video. In this video, I just wanted to do a quick review of the movie Kung Fu Panda 4. For those who haven't seen Kung Fu Panda 4, spoilers here because I've seen it in the theaters and now I just watched it on Netflix again. Rewatched it on Netflix. Kung Fu Panda 4 is a really, I like the sequel. Some people said it wasn't as good, so I liked it. I thought it was a pretty good sequel for Kung Fu Panda 4. I think it was a good sequel. It's about, Po, like Master Shifu has to tell Po he has to find his next successor. Whoever is going to take his place is the next Jagged Warrior, and he has to train that person. It turns into a fight scene eventually. They go over to another city and stuff where there's a lot of violence and stuff with the characters, and then they have to stop the chameleon, who is the main antagonist in the Kung Fu Panda 4, the chameleon, and who wants to take the powers of all of the past antagonists from the previous Kung Fu Panda movies and trap them all up and take their powers, basically. And Po has to end up saving the day with this new successor he meets, a fox along the way, who ends up at the very beginning ends up knocking over in the China fighting what you call it, I forget what they call that place where they are in all the Kung Fu Panda movies where they're doing their training with kung fu fighting and everything. Yeah, up there basically on in that pavilion thing. Po runs into this fox basically, and she apparently doesn't know what she's doing and stuff, and she has a very good moves and fighting moves and stuff. And Poen has to stop her or something. Eventually, he takes her to the jail prison of basically where Kung Fu Panda takes place, and then he has to ask her help to try to stop the chameleon from trying to take over peoples and get power. And yeah, it's interesting. And Poe's kind of in this pressure that he has to find a new successor and stuff. And it turns out they have to go to the city to get to this other city. They run into this Happy Bunny shop, but apparently it's not a Happy Bunny shop. It's like for food, like a Happy Tavern or something, and where all these people, like different like soldiers and people and animals, are like a lot of violence and things. But it eventually turns into at the end it turns into a fight scene where Po and his new friend, who's the fox, has to has to stop the chameleon from trying to take all the powers away from all the previous main antagonists that Kung Fu Panda has fought in their previous movies. They all come back from basically the spirit realm, and all come back and as spirits and stuff, and the peacock takes all of their stuff, but apparently Po saves the day, and so does the girl, the fox, basically, and they end up saving the day, giving their powers back, and puts them back in the spirit room, and eventually, what you call it, at the very end of the movie, Po decides to pick the fox as the next successor of his next training. And then at the very end, like in the credit scenes, we see all of the Furious Five. We did not see the Furious Five in 4 at all until the very end, when they came back to train the new Dragon Warrior, basically, which was in the credit scene. So all the movie, it's mostly just Po and this fox mostly, and then also his dad, both of his dads, Father Panda, and of course the goose, who has been in most of all the Kung Fu Panda movies as the adopted dad, and the Po, of course, Yeah. And Master Shifu are basically all, like, the characters that are in this one particularly. Then we don't see the Furious Five, unfortunately, until the very end of the post-credit scene. So yeah, besides that, that's my review of Kung Fu Panda 4. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments below. We'll talk later. Thanks. Hit the subscribe button.